Hello, and welcome to Select 10. If you are looking for some thrilling ocean fear, Netflix has a selection of shark films that will keep you on the edge of your seat. These adrenaline-pumping, jaw-dropping, and action-packed movies feature everything from merciless great whites and ancient creatures to gripping survival tales. So whether you enjoy satisfying chases, cramped underwater horrors, or huge beast fights, these are the top shark movies that you should not miss. Number 7. Bait 3D. It is a 2012 action horror movie with a twist on natural disasters and shark fright. The story begins when an unusual tsunami hits a seaside town, isolating a group of people within a submerged store. The narrative centers on two large great white sharks that were dragged in with the flooding, transforming the store into a dangerous feeding ground. Every undersea movement feels lethal because of the film's 3D visuals, which heighten the stress in its cramped environment. Although the narrative storylines and dialogue tend to be more generic, Bait 3D offers good thrills, inventive killings, and an entertaining cramped take on the shark attack genre. It's a guilty pleasure survival film that understands what it is: quick, frightening, and unexpectedly enjoyable. Number 6. Open Water. It is a 2003 survival thriller that Chris Kentis directed. The movie centers on Susan and Daniel, a young couple who go scuba diving in the Caribbean but end up stranded in the middle of the ocean after their cruise boat underestimates the number of people on board. As the hours go by, the two become more and more alone as they struggle with fatigue, dehydration, and the unsettling awareness that sharks have begun to circle below them. Shot on a low budget, the film creates dread by realism rather than spectacle, concentrating on atmosphere and a building sense of helplessness. Overall, Open Water particularly stands out for its raw, documentary-style suspense and psychological gravity, demonstrating that often the most basic concept may provide the most unsettling experience. Number 5. The Reef. It is a 2010 survival horror film directed by Andrew Traucki. Based on actual events, the movie centers on a group of friends cruising the Great Barrier Reef following their boat colliding with a submerged reef. As their ship sinks and there is no sign of assistance, the majority of them choose to swim to a far-off island to survive, only to find out later that a great white shark is relentlessly pursuing them. Using real shark footage rather than computer-generated ones, the film's suspense feels frighteningly real, encapsulating the wide sea's majesty and peril. Overall, The Reef is not about jump scares. Rather, it is about the slow, crawling dread of helplessness in nature's realm, making it one of the most disturbing and convincing shark survival films ever shot. Number 4. 47 Meters Down. It is a 2017 claustrophobic underwater thriller directed by Johannes Roberts. The narrative centers on Lisa and Kate, two sisters who, while on holiday in Mexico, decide to experience the thrilling experience of cage diving with white sharks. But when the winch that holds their cage breaks, they fall 47 meters into the ocean below, where they are encircled by enormous sharks. The film shifts from a straightforward shark encounter into a desperate struggle for survival as panic, confusion, and delusions set in. Using crisp camera work and haunting sound design, it depicts the terrifying silence and loneliness of below sea level. Overall, 47 Meters Down relies on anticipation and psychological horror rather than grisly scenes, making it an engrossing adventure for anyone intrigued by the ocean's chilling, lethal depths. Number 3. The Shallows. It is a 2016 survival thriller film by Jaume Colette Serra. The movie centers on Nancy, a young doctor who is grieving over her mother and finds comfort surfing on a remote Mexican beach. However, when Nancy gets attacked by a great white shark, she ends up trapped on a small rock just 200 yards from the coast. Alone and wounded, Nancy has to rely on her cunning, creativity, and sheer grit to stay alive in the face of the ruthless predator lurking below. The film is beautifully filmed, with sunny visuals that clash strongly with the looming danger. Overall, Lively's strong one-woman performance keeps The Shallows strong, tense, and grounded, demonstrating that even the most basic premise can produce some of the finest moments in modern survival film. Number 2. The Meg. It is a 2018 intense science fiction action thriller directed by John Turteltaub. The film stars Jason Statham as rescue diver Jonas Taylor and follows a group of experts who unintentionally release an enormous 75-foot-long ancient shark known as the Megalodon from the deepest parts of the Mariana Trench. What starts off as a research trip swiftly turns into a battle for survival as the beast wreaks devastation on everything in the way. Incorporating witty banter, lavish special effects, and tense underwater scenes, The Meg is a hugely entertaining popcorn film. While the movie is more about fun than horror, its mix of sophisticated cinematography, tight ocean chases, and Statham's fiery personality make it an irresistible crazy ride for fans of larger-than-life creature films. Number 1. Deep Blue Sea. It is a highly enjoyable 1999 sci-fi horror thriller directed by Rennie Harlin. The film takes place in an isolated undersea laboratory and follows a group of doctors who conduct research on mako sharks to extract brain cells that may treat Alzheimer's disease. However, as the lab floods and mayhem breaks out, the team has to fight for their lives as their modified sharks become frighteningly intelligent. With its incisive mix of humor, tension, and outrageous action, Deep Blue Sea is a classic popcorn movie from the 1990s. Its realistic effects, tense pacing, and reflective tone have made it a cult classic in the killer shark genre, demonstrating that even the most intelligent humans are no match for nature when science gets too far. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe to our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.